I'm speaking again with Dale Beaumont from Business Blueprint. Hello, Dale.
Hi there.
So look, lead magnets, that's what we're going to be talking about. So come on, what's a lead magnet and why should we give a damn?
So a lead magnet is where you're going to be offering someone some free information, normally in exchange for some contact details. The reason why you want to do this is that because oftentimes many people's marketing is focused on people that are basically ready to buy. They're on a scale of 1 to 10, they're an 8, 9 or 10. So they might put an ad, in a newspaper saying, 10% discount on blinds, call now.
Okay.
And
So you're saying that the assumption in that marketing is that this person's ready to spend money?
This person is ready to spend money right now.
Which they're not, of course, all the time.
Of course, many people are not ready to sort of make a financial decision, but they know that they want it and need it, but they need to gather information before they can make a decision.
They're in the shopping around kind of phase.
They're in the shopping around kind of phase, and that is probably 80% of your market is in the, I'd like to do something sometime, just not ready right now.
So this is where the lead magnet comes into play.
Exactly. So if you were to change some of your marketing, say for example you were selling blinds rather than saying buy now, you just had like a free home renovators guide, find out which are the right blinds for your house and why, download this free report, then anyone that's thinking of renovating their house at some point in the future could go, oh well, I'll go and I'll download that information. There's no, I don't need to make a decision right now, I'm not going to spend any money, I'm just going to gather some material, because if you're renovating, it's like, do I get a Venetian blind, do I get a vertical blind?
But meantime, then your brand name is kind of on that person's desk or in their hands or whatever.
Well, what it means then is you're starting to gather this huge kind of database of people that potentially interested in your product and service, and you don't care whether it's next week, next month or next year. Eventually the people are going to put up their hand and you're going to be top of mind, and you don't have to continue to spend more money marketing, because once you build a sizable database, all you need to do is add value to that database, and when they're ready, you'll be the first they call.
This then is clearly something that we can use online and offline.
Absolutely, and I was speaking with a lady just recently who she runs a nannying agency, and one of the challenges that she's got at the moment in growing that business is the amount of time that she's spending on the phone talking to people, answering questions. Because as a parent myself, I know if I'm going to engage a nanny, I'm going to be asking a whole lot of questions, with references and experience and what type of food they're going to feed the children, what time they're going to be in bed. I'm going to probably talk to that person for a good half an hour, maybe an hour. And so if you're in that position, there's always a ceiling over your head to the size business that you can have, because there's only so many hours in the day. So what you really, if a call was to come in, you could say, look, I really appreciate where you're coming from, the questions that you've got. I'd like to send you out, you can do it via email or in the mail, a little booklet, and it could be the 10 most commonly asked questions about hiring a nanny. And so what you could do is address those questions, have an explanation of why they're important, and then at the bottom of that explain your take on it and what you do differently around that area. And so rather than then spending an hour on the phone, you're spending 5 minutes, sending them material, calling them in a few days' time, and then it's very clear, people will make a yes or a no. So it'll save people so much time it'll help people to generate more leads, but it will also work as what I call a conversion tool. It'll do all the selling and the heavy lifting for the person.
So by they're away doing something else.
Exactly, and so they can be focusing on growing their business, and they can have people, when they call, they're already educated and basically ready to buy.
Fantastic, Dale. Thank you again so much for your tips. So if we want to find out more about you, we go to businessblueprint.com.au.
That's it.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.